Now they're having a philosophical conversation, as you do, but what I could do is run out here, spray them with stuff, and then hit them until they fall down. But I think it would be more fun if I throw a grenade at them. And then smack them! And then die! Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Deus Ex. This is a game so often referred to as the greatest ever made that it's become a cliche. I mean, who hasn't heard that? I mean, this is just a game that everyone knows. It is widely regarded as a freaking masterpiece. It is a legend, an absolute legend of PC gaming in particular. How do I even begin to describe Deus Ex? How can I sum up something so majestic, so overwhelmingly superior as Deus Ex? If you forced me at gunpoint to try and summarize this game and fit it into a category, a genre, I would have to call it a cyberpunk first-person shooter with optional stealth, but I really don't think that does it justice. The only way to truly do Deus Ex justice is to play the freaking game! Now, I have a treat for you, because as much as I love Deus Ex, as astoundingly brilliant as it is, there are some serious problems that it has not aged well in some respects. And that is why, if you look down here, you will see Shifter and Biomod. Now this is actually two mods in one. It's a long story, but basically what this does, it's not a cheating mod, it just fixes some issues, fixes some bugs, changes a few things that were kind of stupidly designed, and just basically makes the game that extra bit better. It makes the best game ever made slightly better, and who could fail to love that? Now, I think without further ado we should get going, so yes, let's put on a trench coat and fight some conspiracies. This is going to be a realistic playthrough, and not only that, but it's going to be Iron Man style. None of your dying and save scumming and all that nonsense. No, this is going to be hardcore. If I die, that's it, game over. This should be quite an experience. I make no claims of being a Deus Ex expert. A Deus expert, you could say. Yes. Now, you may notice that swimming, notoriously useless, has been replaced with athletics, which is actually a skill worth having. Unbelievably though that is. This is one of the things that the mods change. I'm not going to go on about this, but I want to have some advanced athletics, and I'll show you why when we get into the game. And I think I'll have a bit of low tech, which is just hitting people with sticks, basically. And I think this is the best looking not Deus Ex, JC Denton, just because it's the one that they always use in the posters and crap. So I think without any more rambling, I've been told I ramble, let's just get into this. Behold the majesty of graphics from 2000. So yes, Deus Ex may not have aged well in some technical, elements, but I think it is arguable that the game more than makes up for that problem in terms of just sheer fun and storytelling and choice, and there are so many things this game does that later games with more pixels and bigger budgets and all that nice stuff, they just haven't come anywhere near as close to doing nearly as well. And that really is why I have an ulterior motive for making this video. You see, this will not just be mindless entertainment. I'm just climbing on things while I'm talking to you. What? I'm not sure what just happened there. I seem to have discovered some form of bizarre bug. Pay no attention. While I'm swimming back to shore, I will explain my ulterior motive. If you're watching this video and you've already played Deus Ex, then brofist to you. I'm not really talking to you right now. No, in a good way, in a good way. This video will not just be mindless entertainment. My ulterior motive is anyone who's watching this and has not played Deus Ex, I want you to want to play Deus Ex by the time this video has ended, okay? Because it's just mandatory. There's no option. This is not a matter of choice. If you call yourself a gamer without having played Deus Ex, I don't think you can do that. I went a long time without playing Deus Ex, and I feel my redemption can only be achieved by getting other people to play it. Now, we're going to be talked to by my brother Paul here, and I'm going to skip this long conversation and just summarize what he's saying. There's a terrorist situation on this island, Liberty Island, where UNATCO HQ is, and I have to go sort it out. Now, Paul here is offering me one of 3 possible weapons, because for some reason, despite this being a futuristic United Nations anti-terrorist coalition nonsense, we can only afford to give one of our best agents, the mighty JC Denton, one of 3 possible weapons, none of which have very much ammo with them. But I'm going to pick the crossbow because it's awesome and it's quite fun to show off. I think we'll get quite a lot of fun from the crossbow. Now, the reason I'm skipping all this plot is partly because it goes on forever and I want to try and keep this fast-paced and fun despite my endless rambling. But also, you know, if you've played the game, you know what the plot is, and if you haven't played the game, you really need to experience the plot for yourself to truly appreciate it. So, this is a show-off video. It's a mindless, fun video, but also it's intending to show off one of my favourite games ever. And just, there's so much to talk about. And there's so much to talk about that Alex won't shut up, in fact. I'm trying to talk here, Alex. Thank you. Yes, yes. He's trying to tell me one of the various optional objectives. Look, here's where we are at the South Dock, and that's the Liberty, the Statue of Liberty over there, right? The only thing we actually have to do in this mission is get up into that statue and take out the terrorist leader. And when I say take out the terrorist leader, I don't just not mean take him out to dinner, no. Because you can go up there and capture him just by talking to him. You can go up there and knock him out and capture him, or you can go up there and kill him. And in any other game ever made, killing the guy you're supposed to capture would get you a game over. But in this game, you're just told off, and then the game keeps going. Some characters will like you less, some won't care, some will think it's funny, some will think terrorists are douchebags. It's all good. There are so many points in Deus Ex where the plot just lets you do any crazy thing you feel like doing. And it's just wonderful, really. I'm just trying to shut Alex up while I was talking there. But you see, look, here's where we are. Here's the statue. All of this other stuff is basically optional, okay? And this is the first level in a lengthy game. Holy crap. But right now I'm going to stop just yammering at you now, and let's actually get into some action. We've got some terrorists here, and I'm a stealthy guy, but a fun tactic to take out these first guys is to shoot them in the leg. I said shoot them in the leg. Oh, he narrowly missed me there. I got his attention anyway. Oh, damn it. Oh, Ed. I've got a friendly Ed 209 robot over here, but he's run away from me. I do appear to be being shot at by a guy robot. Could you possibly assist with that? Thank you, thank you. Thank you, yes. So, it's the cheapest tactic in the world. You just run them over here, and then Ed 209 shoots them for you. Now, as you can see, this guy is very dead now. But you don't have to kill people. People have played the entirety of Deus Ex without killing anyone, which is quite impressive. Because there are 2 kinds of takedowns. You've got the lethal takedown, which you just saw there. I think you might have noticed how the lethal takedowns work. But you've also got the non-lethal. And the only real difference, practically, is that non-lethal is quieter. Well, I say non-lethal takedowns are completely silent. Now, you got the baton, the charger, and the tranquilizer darts. They're all non-lethal. And the takedowns are completely silent, whereas lethal takedowns make noise. Now, this doesn't make sense if you think about it for 5 seconds, because surely, if you're getting hit on the back of the head, you might cry out or something. But apparently in the world of Deus Ex, this doesn't happen. So don't worry about it. It's fine. And the main this is kind of well balanced because, you know, non-lethal is better. You know, you don't want them making noise if you're a stealthy character, but there are only so many weapons which actually do non-lethal, and the baton has infinite ammo, but it isn't terribly reliable because if they turn around after you've hit them once, they can just shoot you and kill you, as will likely comically happen if I'm not careful. But the charger is more powerful, but it requires ammo, and the reason it's better, I'm trying to demonstrate here, is if you get up close behind them and zap them. Okay, he didn't do it, but if they don't go down in one hit, they get stunned, and you know, if they're stunned they can't shoot you or run away. Sometimes they run away rather than try and attack, which makes it all the funnier to try and track them down. Oh, now there are quite a few guys over there. I think this will be a good opportunity to show off the crossbow. He's a bit far away. If I could get into that patch of shadow... Oh, he looked like he's turned around. One thing you need to remember about the guys in Deus Ex is they're quite incredibly thick. Yes, he's telling me about a security in the system they've set up, don't worry about that. There is a robot, an enemy robot around here. There he is. Not as terrifying as Ed 209, but still pretty nasty. The bad guys, as I was saying, can only see in about a 40-degree cone right in front of them. And they need to see you for a few seconds before they'll... Oh crap, there's 3 guys. I thought there were only 2, wow. They can only see a certain range. Oh, I've got a weapon mod. I'm going to upgrade my crossbow, why not? There are weapon mods, there are skills, there are augmentation powers which give you all sorts of abilities. The only one I have so far is the light, which is a light. There's nothing really much to explain about that. But, so you can get away with some pretty ridiculous antics because of how thick these guys are. But at the same time, they are very lethal if they do see you, especially on this difficulty. There we go, okay, I've hit him. He's now currently trying to shoot me, but I can hide behind here. Oh, okay. Okay, this has not gone well. Right, he's going to fall down, that guy on the right. There he goes, he's fallen down, he's unconscious. But he managed to warn his friend while the tranquilizer was trying to take him down. So basically, this is not good, because that is that's the danger of the tranquilizers, is that they can just turn around and warn their friends, and all sorts of horrible things then happen to you. I'm not sure where he's going. I'm trying to think what other toys I can show off using him. I can show off the binoculars. Oh, what's going on? What? There we go. See, binoculars. They do what you would think. What? I'm not sure what's happened here. Okay, I broke the binoculars somehow. That's one of the beautiful things about Deus Ex. You'll always find some new weird bug or hidden thing you never thought was there before. I think I'm just going to trank this guy as well. If he could stop walking at me for a moment. There we go. No. Yes, you know it's worked because the music goes all angry. The beautiful soundtrack by Alexander Brandon and a few other people. When we get into the UNATCO HQ, if I survive that long, you will hear one of the most gorgeous atmospheric pieces of music you will ever hear in a video game. Look forward to that. But I do like the Liberty Island music as well, it's quite good. Now, I want to stop dawdling and actually get somewhere. You'll notice I'm not going... You saw the front entrance. The front entrance over here is where the robot is. In fact, look, I can put robot, and that tells me that there's a robot there. I love games that let you scroll on the map and stuff. I just love that so much. You can even go into the note screen and write yourself a note, like gazpacho soup, which is probably spelled horribly wrong. But there you go. You can write yourself little notes, you can edit notes. Now if you sneak up to these guys over... Oh crap, pay no attention to that. If you sneak up to these guys over here, they sometimes are having... Oh,
I was hearing
no.
things.
I don't think they're doing it now.
That's the difference, right?
Oh, there we go. They're having a philosophical conversation about the morality of augmentations. Because, awesome, that's why. Just the sheer... I cannot exaggerate how many ways in which this game just blows my mind sometimes. Just, the more I think about it, where did gaming go wrong that this was 12 years ago and almost no games have even attempted this level of ambition ever since? I mean, you get things like Fable, which were like, Fable claimed to let you do anything, but that is just laughable compared to Deus Ex. It is child's play compared to Deus Ex. Even stuff like, you know, Oblivion and Morrowind, that's just nothing compared to this. I'm just saving in case... I'm always paranoid in this sort of game that it might just randomly crash. You know, the game plays stably, I haven't had it crash or anything, but if it did, while I was in the middle of an Iron Man Let's Play, I would be very angry indeed. So I'm just trying to quick save, just in case. Now, I'm picking up ammo for guns I'm not even using, but if I wanted to use those guns, you always have to worry about ammo in Deus Ex. And you're always trying to make decisions like, oh Christ, for some reason he heard me there. That was strange. I think I kind of tripped on this little ledge there. But if for some reason you want to do that, you know, you always have to make a decision. It's like, do I take that guy out? Is it worth using ammo on that guy? Will he give me more ammo? Will he give me something worth using ammo on? There's a little bonus bit down here full of fun things. So I'm going to try, and there is a guy here, but I think I'm going to stick with the prod just because it's more reliable. I've mentioned this, yes. There we go. Because the last thing I want is for him to turn around, and all I've got is a crappy baton to stick him with. Oh, I should point out, you can use the knives as throwing knives, which is incredibly entertaining. So you can be like a real ninja. Just... Oh, and here's another thing. You know what I was doing earlier, where I gave myself some athletic skill? Yes, you see this advanced, what it says there. Look at this, look at this, look at this. I can climb up things. Like in Thief. If you ever play Thief, you can climb up walls and things. And that's what having advanced athletics does for you now with Biomod. It lets you do that. And it's a really helpful little ability. It doesn't like break the game or anything, it just it gives a new option for stealth characters. And you can really just be like a ninja, because you'll be like climbing over things, and because you can pile things up and climb over them that way, but if you've got this ability, you don't need to worry about that as much. You can often just climb over things. And it always does strike me as, how could you not climb this? Look at that. That's ridiculous. He's supposed to be a nano-augmented agent from the future, you know, crawling with machines fueled by magic, and he can't climb over like a meter-high wall. What's going on there? I'm pretty sure I could manage that with some struggle, so... Oh yes, the laser sight is another fun addition. How this works is, you see where the laser sight is, that narrowly gets closer to the middle the longer you hold it over a thing, and where that laser is where it hits. It's pretty self-explanatory. There was a famous bug in the original game where laser sights basically gave you 100% accuracy for any weapon, so that was just completely broken, but they fixed that in Biomod, so enjoy that. Now, enough of that. We want to get over here. That is where our informant is, but I can't actually be bothered to talk to him because I'm not going in the front way anyway, so what's the point? What is interesting, if you go over there, I'll talk about this while I'm just climbing up this back entrance here. If you go over there and talk to the informant, he gives you, you know, there's a boat down there, a sunken boat with goodies in it, and if you go in there, you can get stuff, but you don't actually have to pick the lock. You can blow the thing up if you want. Now all these guys, it's actually often worth just going around people if you're a stealth guy, because especially, again, on Iron Man, attacking people is the quickest way to get killed. So if you want to be stealthy, it's often worth just going around. I'm just trying to decide where. Hang on. Oh, I'm not sure I want to trank that guy though. He might run off and. Okay. Let's all be quiet while I'm sneaking up with the prod. Got him. Okay, yes. And you've got some more trank darts for me. Lovely. Thank you. See, there we go. That was one instance where it was worth investing in the trank darts. Yes, but I'm not sure why I seem to be dropping a few frames. The game usually runs completely smoothly. Because it's a freaking 12-year-old game. If my laptop couldn't run that, I'd be quite embarrassed. Now, this guy here, I want to show off a little thing called the TNT crate. But this guy is exactly where I don't want him to be. So, let's just casually... Hey dude. That is the TNT crate. It's quite loud, quite messy, and it appears to have attracted the attention of his friend. I'm going to heal up my leg, because I did some damage to myself. Did I mention, if you get hit in the legs or arms, you can lose your arms and have to heal them. Arms and legs. And you can take some damage in the head and torso, but if either of those go, you're dead. And headshots in particular are just absolutely lethal on this difficulty. Get out of the way. Out of the way. So, oh, what is this guy up to? Oh, okay. Okay. Right. Right, he's gonna run at me, and I would prefer he didn't spot me. I'm not sure where he is. Oh, he's run off. He's run off and fallen over. Okay, there we go. Now, you see here, we are actually near the top of the statue, but there's something else I want to show you before we actually go up there. You see what I mean? There's an entire other level to this statue and other stuff all over the place that I've just completely skipped because I don't need to go there. And especially, sometimes all you'll find from going somewhere is something telling you where a secret is, and if you already know where the secret is, you don't need to find that. But there's just so much to find, even on this one level. It's kind of ridiculous.